Hi guys, this video is going to talk about the process that I go through in making my homemade conditioner. The first step is I measure out my water. I use distilled water, and I use my kitchen scale to measure the amounts that I want to use. This scale, and even in making your cosmetics, you can measure in grams, ounces. Some people measure in tablespoons, teaspoons. I find grams for me to be more accurate, and my conditioners come out more uniform and consistent. The next step is to measure out my BTMS, which stands for bihydramonium methyl sulfate. It is an emulsifier. Emulsifiers make the oil and water stay together, and I combine my BTMS with any oils that I want to use. This particular batch I used melted shea butter and coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, and I did use some essential oils at the end for fragrance. Alright, here I'm measuring out my BTMS. I did not film, I didn't realize the camera wasn't on. I did not film adding the oils per se, but you will see them together. Here I've already added my oils. And like I said, shea butter, avocado, no castor oil in this mix, but avocado, shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil. And I set it on the stove to heat. You're supposed to heat the BTMX oil mixture until everything is heated. At the same time, at some point while this is heating, I am also going to heat my water so that they're both heated at the same time and they're at the same temperature. Okay, so I have my BTMS and oil in a double boiler, and as the water begins to boil, you'll see the BTMS melt and become a clear oil-like mixture. Here you can see the water beginning to boil and the BTMS pellets are beginning to melt. I do aid it in, I agitate the oil, or I should just say stir. But it does help the BTMS melt, and it mixes the oil and makes the oil mixture more uniform and distributes the heat within this oil mixture so that the pellets do heat and that all of them are melted. You don't want some of them melted and some of them halfway melted. You want all of them melted. Okay, here the water is really boiling and everything has melted down to a clear oil. Here's where I begin to mix it with an immersion mixer attachment that I have on my blender. I am adding my heated water, distilled water, that I have heated to the same temperature as the BTMS and the oil. And it makes this wonderful creamy mixture that I don't want to say stir, but you just agitate the mixture with the mix it up with the immersion mixer. And I mix it for a little while. I mix it as it cools. As this concoction cools, it will thicken, and it thickens into the conditioner that we're all familiar with, that we buy from the store. I just like to mix. I tend to do a lot of mixing because I like to just mix. Alright, I have let it cool. I've let it sit for a while and cooled, and I've gone back to mix it. As you see, it is beginning to thicken. It's looking a little thicker. And then I let it sit some more and let it cool down. And again, as it cools, it thickens. Alright, here it is cooled. It is not all the way cool, but it's cool enough to have thickened to this point. And it's cool enough to where I can add, I don't show it on video. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I didn't get it. But at this point, when it's cool enough, I do add my essential oils. You don't want to add your oils when the mixture is too hot. It will inactivate them. So and it will also inactivate any preservative that you're using, because this is where you add your preservative also. Looks almost like cake batter. But this is just so smooth and creamy going on. When I put it on my hair, it's just absolutely lovely. I like to say it's delicious. Alright, sorry I don't show up, but I have already added my essential oils to this. And I'm about to transfer it into the jar that I'm going to have it in. And that is my homemade creation. Right here, I'm just scraping out any little last bits. I like to get it all. I probably let it cool a little too long in my Pyrex dish there, my Pyrex glass, because I don't like to have anything sticking to the sides. But anyway, this is what it was. And this is what I came up with and how it came out. Okay, at this point, I'm just trying to show that it has thickened and how thick it has gotten so far. And really, I'm just playing around with it. I did want to say that the first person that I can remember when I first went natural, I ran across a YouTuber whose name is rcamp83. I will post her link in the description box. But she has a couple of videos on how she makes the same type of conditioner using BTMS. That's where I heard about it first. And so for precise amounts, if you want that, you can, I will refer you to her video and her link to her channel. And she shows how she uses it on her son's hair. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and answered any questions you may have had. And I want to thank you all for watching. I want to give a big shout out of appreciation to all of my new subscribers and my current subscribers. I appreciate you all, and you all do inspire me to keep making vids and sharing my journey. Alrighty, God bless you.